Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Bro, DJ Shaq felt on what's called on Ike, bro. 28-7, bro. I ain't losing to that nigga 28-7.
Oh, Meg one? Okay.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen has it, left side. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Green. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is it. 18. Check 53. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses should try. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This shit lagging. I know it's shit lagging. I need some. I'm about to start a new chat. Hey, Meg. Oh, never mind, never mind. Hey, well, can you invite Minutes in here? Cause I know it's shit lagging, bro.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Dean. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
Wow.
Picked off by Reggie Ragland.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0.
Man, they turn accelerated clock off or something?
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Watson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Indeed, man. I'm coming for you, man.
You coming for me?
Coming for you, man.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Sound good.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman.
Sound good.
11 more on that. Another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
Yeah, there's a lot, right, man?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Watson now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Set. 19. 54. 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. 55. Don't get nervous. 59. Check 24. Check 24. Tight y'all. Hold tight. Switch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 0.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great miss.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Let me get him out there. David
connects on the PAT.
And
And that makes the score 14-7. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that saves over the end line.
And nobody's going on my defense, bro. Like I said, nobody's going on my defense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
Man, get the fuck out of here, dude.
A little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. McCaffrey following the penalty. Room here to run. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Everybody getting his stick, bro. Van Der Esch, Leonard Collins, Marcus May.
Now a first down for Watson. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
I'm talking about, bro.
Christian McCaffrey. In the
first game, I had full fumbles, like full touchdowns.
Now from tying this football game.
On defense.
Gold able to tack on the extra point.
I scored 5 times because he threw 4 kicks too.
First half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
That's why I play with his ass in real life.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's P-Ryan. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson.
Who got Deion Lewis?
Man, he went.
Touchdown, 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. But that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
59. That's what I do.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. After the run, Watson going to throw. He gets it to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Watson now on third down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
He's coming. Further.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Green 80. Check. Let's go.
They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Remember what, we were driving the Ike League, right?
Over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Buddy from the Seahawks, when he got all them linemen, guess how much his running back have in 2 games?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw,
658 yards,
ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Shit, am I on front 7?
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
You got 3 down. Switch.
What you mean?
Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, it's 32.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return was stopped right around the 25. Thomas, the intended target.
Yeah, because when I went over his house, it's all
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, it's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
They could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson down to the 25. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start it now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
That's how you come back, baby.
It was fun down to the very end. They got the points
you see that shit, man?
right before the whistle.
That nigga salty.